Hi, I'm Christine Lucas with Insiders Health. Welcome to Complete Mind and Body, where we aim to enlighten the mind, body, and spirit through the power of holistic living. Today, we're going to be exploring a local health food store with some of my personal nutrition counseling clients so that I can help them further develop their understanding of some of the foods and products that we discuss in their programs. And guess what? I'm going to let you come along right with us so that you can experience your local health food store through my eyes. So let's get started. So we're going to spend a lot of time in the produce section, which is obviously the place where we spend most of our time and most of our money when we shop, right? Okay, so I just wanted to show, who can tell me what this is?
Young coconut.
Coconut. So it's this is a young coconut. And this is what we use for our smoothies, and you have the juice and the meat and all that good stuff in there. And a lot of times people get confused about what coconut I'm talking about in all the recipes. So this is the young Thai coconut. You just want to kind of give it 4 good whacks, not on your hand, but on a don't do that. And then you turn it, and then you just turn it 4 times, and then that part will come right off. And then the juice is all inside, and you can scrape the inside out with a spoon, and it's delish. Where would you want to get your produce? Locally. Exactly. Farmers markets, locally. And one of the things that I love about most health food stores is if you read the signs on the top, it'll say, particularly this one, where it's from, if it's organic, if it's conventional. So you can kind of even see, oh, look, that's from New Jersey, or that's from Massachusetts, oh, that's from California. Maybe I'm going to hold off on the California items right now. I eat a lot of California in the winter because we don't really get a lot of produce here, but I do try to stay seasonally as much as possible. One of the things you can be sure of is that if it's on the top shelf, it has to be organic, because when they spray water, if any of the pesticides drip down onto the other food, it can no longer be called organic. So if you're in a rush, you don't have to be like, where is it from? You know for sure that if you go grab it from the top shelf, that you should be okay that it's going to be organic. What happens if you take an orange and you juice it yourself? What does it taste like? Does it taste like something that you can buy in there? It's a completely different thing. So all of the juice that's sold at a store has to be pasteurized. So I used to think maybe it was the pasteurization that was taking out the flavor. But then I thought, well, then why can juice be sitting on a shelf for 60 days without with an expiration date that's maybe 2 or 3 months? If you juice something, for me, when I juice something, it's like a few days max that I can actually drink it before it starts to turn sour. So how can they do this? And I thought, well, maybe it's because they pasteurize it. But does anybody know what's really going on here? They take all the oxygen out of the juice. So it is just orange juice, but they take all the oxygen out of the juice because the oxygen is what causes it to oxidize and to go bad quickly. But then one of the side effects of taking all the oxygen out of the juice is it loses all of its flavor. So now these companies have to hire chemical companies to manufacture natural flavorers. So when you see natural flavors on your food, what it means is they've figured out, usually made from GMO corn, how to make a flavor. It's like the same companies that make perfumes, how to make things taste like it would taste. And they put that back in, and it's such a minute amount that a lot of times it's not required to even be labeled. Can anybody tell me the difference between natural and organic meat? So natural meat means that it hasn't been fed antibiotics, that it's fed a natural diet of what it should be eating. For example, cows should be eating grass and not meat. They can't digest meat. They give them a little grain and grass, and that's what but a lot of cows and commercial factory farms are getting meat in their diet. Sometimes they actually get other cows, which is like what, mad cows? Yeah, that's not good. So that's the basic thing about natural diet. It's raised naturally. It doesn't have antibiotics. They don't give them hormones. Organic means that it's all of that, but it also is fed organic food. So their diet is organic, and that's the main difference. So the organic is obviously another level of health. Another way you can save money when you're going to be buying organically and making food from scratch is to be buying in bulk. So this is the bulk section where you'll find your nuts, grains, seeds, legumes. This is buckwheat. Buckwheat. Gluten? No gluten. Wheat-free or not free, or with wheat, buckwheat. Gluten-free, but they have to put the word wheat in it just to confuse us. But buckwheat is a great grain, and it's gluten-free. So I make a lot of really great, I actually make pizza crust out of this. It's in my dehydrator right now. And what about the sea salt? When you look at it, what should it look like?
Coarse,
Should it be white? No.
No?
No. So if your salt is white, it's been refined, which means the minerals have been removed. It's been heated, the minerals have been removed. So you want to use salt that has a little bit of color to it. So look at this. It's not white, it's gray. Those are the minerals. So this is where you're going to find all the sea vegetables that I've been talking about. So they come dried. They'll last for really a very long time. This is dulse. You can see it's kind of red inside. I like Maine Coast because they're local. You're not going to find some of the, we've got the toxicity or the radiation that's happening in a lot of the other, but remember that sea vegetables help your body to get rid of that because they're very high in iodine. So there's going to be less toxicity around the actual sea vegetable plants than in any of the other areas. So generally you'll find that in the Japanese section. You've got your nori, your kelp, dulse, kombu, oops. And this is the umeboshi plum that I've talked about, the umeboshi plums and the umeboshi plum paste, which is very, very yang, which is has all kinds of medicinal properties to it. If you have too many vodkas and you eat one of these, it's a really good idea. So thanks for shopping with me today, and I hope you learned some great tips to get out there, shop in your local health food store tour, locally, organically, and live the healthiest life possible. I'm Christine Lucas with Insiders Health. Eat healthy.